Hello, friends. Welcome to Level Up with Debbie Neal. I am your host. There is nowhere I would rather be than right here, right now with you. This podcast is all about leveling up in all aspects of our lives. Thank you for being here. I am so grateful. I'm excited to be on this journey with you. Together, we are leveling up. You ready? This podcast is sponsored by RSE Management Consulting, Inc. Richard has been my accountant for 5 years, and our relationship has grown into an incredible friendship. He now serves over 60 members in my business. The firm specializes in corporate tax, financial bookkeeping, and management advisory services for small and medium-sized businesses. His expertise is helping his clients manage the intricacies of tax law and teaching small and medium-sized businesses how to navigate the tough landscape of tax. If you want to hear more, you can go and listen to episode 203. I interviewed Richard on my podcast. The value that he has given to me over the last 5 years, to me, is truly priceless. He will work with you to create an action plan in order to organize your business finances, which in turn affects your personally. He will work with you to create an action plan in order to organize your business finances, which in turn affects you personally in so many amazing ways that you didn't even know. You can email him at reidelberg, REITELBERG at RSEMGTCON.com, or you can call him directly at his office, area code 631-623-2400. You can also visit RSEMGTCON.com to contact and learn more, and we will upload all this information to the show notes as well. Hello, my Level Up family. I love you all so much, and my heart is so full and grateful to be on this journey with all of you. So last week, we went over 11 comparisons of leading versus managing. And this week we're continuing. We're going to go over 11. And so here's my prayer, that you're getting a light bulb moment when you're hearing these comparisons, because those aha moments that suddenly awaken your soul, they're going to inspire you to change. And I do believe more often that we never intend to manage. I believe that the goal is to lead. But leading comes from growth. Leading is influence. Leadership is serving others and coaching them to be their very best. And we take the focus off of us and we invest that time and effort in people. We build that ability as we grow our leadership, right? So sometimes it's nice, like, wow, I didn't even realize that, but I'm managing. And whether it's, you're in a coaching position or leadership position, a parent position, and any job, right? Anything you're doing in life, it really is about leading and making a positive impact in others. Okay. So let's get right into it. Last week we went over, I think 1 through 11. And now we're going to go over 12 through whatever. Okay. Maybe this is 11. You guys, I try to number it and then I lose count, but we're going to go over 11 things today. Okay. I'm going to say number 11. We might have done 11 last time, but number 11, according to this podcast, leaders find a way. Managers find an excuse. Like, really think about that. Leaders, they always find a way. If you want something bad enough, you're going to figure it out. If you set a goal, the plan might change a million times, right? This might come up. This might happen. This looked like it was set in stone, not going to pan out, all of these things, but the goal remains the same. Like, things will come up. Life is going to come up. Obstacles are going to come up. Distractions are going to come up. Learning curves, everything. A leader, they just stand in their decision. They are committed. They'll go around the mountain. They're going to go over the mountain. They're going to go through the mountain, but they're getting to the other side. And managers, they make excuses. My job, my kids, the season, my team. If this is up to you, and I'm saying this with so much love, stop. Truly ask yourself, are you committed to your goals? Are you looking for a really good excuse or a really good success story? Because you are the author of your life. You are responsible for your success. And once you take ownership, the game changes. And when we make excuses, they scream amateur. Like they're so small. They're unprofessional. You lose credibility and influence. So if leadership is influence and excuses cause you to lose influence, how would this be serving your growth? You own your life and you are free to make choices, right? So be okay with your choices, but be able to identify a choice versus an excuse. So maybe if you didn't achieve something, maybe you chose to go on vacation. Okay, be okay with your choices. The vacation is not an excuse. It's a choice that you constantly made because that was more important than your goal. It's okay, right? If we don't accomplish what we set out to do, it's always one of two things. One, we underestimated the work it would take to accomplish the goal or task. Or two, we tried to bargain with the effort required. So it's own that. Leaders always find a way. They always find a way. 12, leaders talk to themselves. A manager listens to themselves. A leader speaks life. They speak affirmations. They build themselves up. Leaders speak vision into themselves. They speak belief. They fill themselves up with positive talk. Leaders affirm it and do it. And so what happens is a manager, they listen to themselves, right? And how often do we get frustrated? Maybe like, oh my gosh, you're so stupid. We're saying this to ourselves, or you're so lazy. The emotional state takes over and they slip into negative talk. You're too old. You aren't worthy. No one takes you serious. You're going to fall again. What if you put in all this effort and miss the goal? What will others think of me? So self-talk is our internal dialogue. And what it does is it reveals our beliefs. As leaders, our goal is to shift our self-talk to positive. Our goal is to talk to ourselves, talk into ourselves. And it does require a choice, a bold decision to fill ourselves up with love and light. 13, a leader is a thermostat. A manager is a thermometer. So a leader, they set the tone. Their energy leads people. When things get rocky, when an obstacle hits, team is going to look to the leader to be the calm. They set the tone. They're the thermostat. They are the one that makes it hotter, colder. They navigate through rough seas. A manager gets all hot and heavy with a situation. Like, here we are. They're the temperature. Instead of calming the troops and focusing on leading, they let their emotions take over. And all of a sudden, the temperature of stress, drama, and negativity take over their lives and their leading. Leaders know the importance of controlling the temperature. And the same goes for creating energy and momentum in your business, in your success. Managers are all in when the temperature of their team or the temperature of the circumstances are high. They self-adjust to what is going on around them. If there is an activity, success, growth, and excitement, they're lowering the temperature, right? Where the leader is the thermostat, like they've got complete control of it. Friends, that isn't leadership. When we're like automatically, like if everything around us is hot, we're hot. If everything around us is cold, we're cold, right? Like, so we're the temperature. That isn't leadership. It's management. It's breeding. It's a breeding ground for no growth. As leaders, your goal is to be the thermostat, to control the temperature, to keep it calm, cool, focused, to keep it full of love, belief, vision. Huge difference. And there's night and day in success. Leaders lead the ship. Number 14. And by the way, if you're listening to this podcast for the first time this week and you're wondering, we're only a few minutes in, how is she at number 14? Because last week was the first either 10 or 11, I forgot. Okay. So this is a continuation. So number 14, a leader is a visionary and a manager is a dreamer. A leader casts their vision often and boldly, over and over again. Everyone knows it. They declare it. They enroll others in it. Everyone on their team knows it. Their family knows it. Their loved ones know it. They cast it often and boldly. And a manager is a dreamer. They talk about it like, someday I'm going to set a goal. Someday I'm going to grow. When the right people come along, when it's the time is right, when I get a sign, like, this is your sign. Get up. Make it happen. Number 15, a leader is hungry for personal growth and a manager worries about personal time. Personal growth is way more than reading and listening to podcasts. It's committing to growth. Most people focus on the outside when it comes to success, right? So if you aren't clear on the internal issues, nothing is going to change. So in other words, it doesn't matter the job, the company, the circumstances, like if we're not growing ourselves, sometimes people can go from person to person or company to company, but we don't or job to job. You need to realize you're taking yourself with you, meaning you're taking the problem with you. And it doesn't mean that you're a problem. The reality is we all, to succeed and to meet the goals that we want to, it's about personal growth. And if you aren't clear on the internal issues, inside of you, nothing is going to change. Personal growth peels away the layers. It grows our mindset. Becoming a leader requires personal growth. Leaders are hungry for it. Leaders use their energy to evolve, to expand, and to change. They take responsibility for everything in their life. They do something about it from the inside out. And we're going to expand more on this in an upcoming, I actually said we're going to expand more on this next week, but we're not. I think we're going to do it the following week. Okay. A manager worries more about personal time. They see free time as free time. This is time to grow yourself, to practice, to evolve, to read. Leaders aren't relaxing. They're hungry to be better. There's not a lazy bone in their body. It's a difference to relax versus being lazy. They know that if it's meant to be, it's up to me. Success is about who we become in the process. Number 16, a leader assumes people's best intentions and a manager is easily offended. A leader issues like positive intent. No matter what someone does or what someone says, they assume they're doing their best. You guys, I'm a really big believer in always go to the source. If somebody makes an assumption about somebody else or go to them, ask them. When a leader enters a conversation, they believe good intentions. It allows us to enter conversations in a positive way. It affects how we respond. Assuming good intentions allows us to be a better listener. We don't enter a situation with judgment. Some important qualities of a leader are listening, building trust, having a positive relationship with people that we work with. And when we have good intentions, we listen, we build trust. A manager, they're easily offended. They take things personal. They assume malintent. They assume somebody said something to offend them or did something wrong. They get defensive. And taking things personally is emotionally draining. When we take things personal, it is the opposite of being productive. Number 17, a leader focuses on comebacks and a manager focuses on setbacks. There will be valleys. There will be obstacles. You will fall. You will fail. You will set a goal and miss it. Everything is done for us. And a leader focuses on the comebacks. Like, gosh, what did I learn? How could I be better? Leaders persevere. They get back up. They're stronger. When we're in a valley and in a season of growth, lessons we have a choice. We can build resentment or we can build resilience. It's always our choice. But managers, they focus on the setback, right? Oh my gosh, this person quit or this person hurt my feelings or this person didn't help me enough or I was entitled to this and I didn't get it. This sale didn't happen. I missed my goal. And quite honestly, blah, blah, blah. Managers give it oxygen. What we focus on, we create. What we focus on expands. Leaders are solution-based. Managers prevent a team or an organization from moving forward as a result of focusing on the setback. Number 18, a manager books more activity and a manager runs another sales special. A leader leads. They know the value of always growing. They leading from the front, from always having a goal, from creating new activity, creating new business, making new contacts, creating new sales. Leaders set an example. They set the pace. They raise the bar. They're activity focused. Managers want to look for the next sale. They want to create an incentive. Now, don't get me wrong. I love incentives. I love creating them. I love earning them. But here's an important thing to know. Incentives don't incentivize inactivity. Okay. Activity creates everything. It solves anything. And new business is the magic in every single profession. And leaders know this. It keeps us engaged. It keeps us relevant. It keeps us in love. It just keeps us in a state and an energy vibe of growth. Number 19, a leader focuses on what is unseen. A manager focuses on what is seen. So a leader is guided by their vision, like exponential expansion, like no limits. The sky is the limit. They hold their vision high. They give it life. It leads them. It guides them. A leader, they see what they want. They are constant creators. They see with their imagination. They dream big. They have a bold vision. They have a compelling purpose that inspires their leadership. A leader knows where they are headed. They're crystal clear. Their vision is a motivating force. And managers view this. So we just talked about it, expansion and unlimited vision and constant creators. So to give you a visual, a manager sees what is. They're looking at their business through a tiny little straw. They have tunnel vision, but not the tunnel vision that I love. I love tunnel vision of block out the noise, block out the negativity, block out the distractions, have tunnel vision and go build the life and the business of your dreams. But I'm talking about the tunnel vision that they're only seeing what is. They see the problems. They see what is realistic. They see what's going on around them. They overanalyze them. Then time ends up owning them. This is not realistic. This can't happen in this time frame. With vision, you own time. Time is an illusion. It has the value that you place upon it. A leader sees beyond their sight. They believe in what isn't seen yet. They create it in their minds and they bring it to reality. Number 20. A leader is outward focused and a manager is inward focused. A leader makes it about others. They're committed to making a difference in the lives of other people. Leaders know that we rise by lifting others. The more that we serve, the more that we impact, the more that we offer a kind word, a loving gesture, the more people we help succeed, the more we lead. Leaders empower. They give others the light. They want to make a difference. Managers do what's best for them. So how can they benefit? If things are going their way, they're all in. If things aren't going as planned, a manager, they're MIA. If they're making enough, they justify not working. Making that makes it about us. And people are like, I make enough. I don't get it. I'm sorry. What does that mean? That you said you were going to lead till you made enough? But how many people do you want to help do the exact same thing? Leadership is a forever process. If they hit a rocky road of growth, a manager, they step back, making it about them. It's all about them. Number 21, a leader reminds people of their why. A manager reminds people of what to do. You guys, in so many instances, people know what to do. Whatever profession you're in, you know what to do. I love when people say, tell me what I need to be successful. You know what you need to do. A leader knows the why of the people on their team. They remind them of their why. They hold their why high. They coach them to their why. They cast vision. They create a vision of the new reality, right? When this person's why, as if this person's why is already achieved. Leaders teach others how to create a vision. They see it to see it daily, to work for it, to push through. Leaders inspire others. They coach them to their greatness. A manager gives out tasks. They tell people what to do. It's robotic. There's not feeling in there. There's not inspiration that comes from the depths of their soul. And the reality is that most people know what to do. It's our job as a leader to connect whatever they're doing from their head to their heart, right? The business or profession can make sense, but why do they want to step outside of their comfort zone and be their very best? A leader, it's our job to believe in others. When we focus on how. Now, I'm not saying it's not important to know how. You need to know how to do whatever it is you're doing. But when we focus on the how and only the how, it's because we've lost sight of our why. A leader reminds others of their why. They speak life. Managers bark orders. Managers micromanage. Leaders call on your greatness. Leadership is a skill. Leaders aren't born. They're developed. It takes time. It takes commitment. It takes diligence. You're not going to fall into leadership. You have to step into it with your whole heart. Leadership is such a gift and it's a privilege. So next week, we are going to be talking about what no matter what looks like. So we can say we've set a goal or we've committed or we've decided. But like when we actually add the mindset and the decision of no matter what does that actually look like? So see you next Monday, friends. Love you.